为您提供更加的个性化用户体验. At some point, you will realize that Chinese books just don't work anymore. You need something serious. After advanced level in Chinese books for foreign students, there's nothing further. That's when you go to the real world and start learning from the news sources, various official websites of some big or small companies, basically something related to the real world. On top of that, if you're not a student anymore and you actually have a full-time job and various daily life responsibilities, it can become even more burdensome to find time and the right methods and techniques to maintain your Chinese language level and, of course, trying to make it better. Let me show you how I do it by an example of visiting an official site of what company? Deloitte. And here's a culture corner, because let's take a look at what beautiful characters actually this company chose. They chose two extremely powerful characters to symbolize their company's power and success. The first character is the.
德
It means morals, virtue. What a beautiful symbolism, right? The second one is
勤
秦
means force or rein in. Well, that's a good combination, and considering that the company is among top consulting companies in the world, that's a good meaning. So considering on what type of vocabulary you are actually interested, you can start from there. For example, you want to increase your vocabulary related to news, politics, or maybe even history, diplomacy, then you can just go to some various official Chinese websites of news broadcasters. Good thing is that you can choose either Chinese ones, or there are actually many Western ones that also have Chinese versions. I know for sure CNN has it, Yahoo Finance. So these are very nice opportunities to actually learn the vocabulary that is really used in the real world, right? Because we know that very often the vocabulary from the books sometimes can differ a little bit from the real life conversations, but at the same time, this is a high level vocabulary that is maybe not seen everywhere and definitely gonna help you stand out, learn those words you really need. Today, I decided to learn a little bit about cookies and privacy, the basic vocabulary you need. That's why I just went to the Deloitte's official website in the Chinese language, and the first thing you do see when you go to the website is actually about accepting the cookie policies. So let me show you an example how I did it. We go to the website and we already see this very beautiful word that is called 隐私. 隐私.
隐私
隐私
It means privacy. And if we say 您的隐私,
您的隐私
it means your privacy. And that's something you see on every website. And just by going to the Chinese version of the website, you already know how to say it in Chinese. 你的隐私,
您的隐私
your privacy. By the way, take a look. They are using 您的, the polite version of you, which is often used in some official sources, like the official website of a company. Scrolling further, and we are seeing 网络,
网络
which means internet. And 网络跟踪器 would mean cookies, internet cookies.
网络跟
网络
踪器
跟踪器
Genzun actually means to follow, so that's something that is following you online, which is basically cookies. I love the logic of Chinese language. It's actually so easy to understand many words you don't even know. By just looking at the characters and what they mean, you can take a guess. In this case, Deloitte's website tells us this beautiful sentence. 使用必须的网络跟踪器。使用必须的网络跟踪器。必须的 necessary.
必须的
必须的
Necessary cookie. Deloitte is using the necessary cookies on this website. And you can see, I think, this sentence on any website nowadays. And further on, the website says this. 和类似的技术和类似的技术
和类似的技术
和类似的技术
and similar technologies 来运营本网站
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 to operate this website. As you can see, the vocabulary used in these sentences is actually very important. It's used on every website. It reflects the modern society, how it works, how the internet nowadays works, how the website operate. Cookies is a very important topic nowadays, and you can see by just visiting the official website in the Chinese language, you already can learn something really useful, something that is used by people, and sometimes something that is definitely going to enrich your vocabulary. And of course, why I'm using sentences is because I think that memorizing just words at the advanced level is a little bit not easy, because once you already have a certain amount of vocabulary in your brain, it's easy to, get lost there in all that pile of new words, of Chinese words. So of course, memorizing it in sentences can evoke and use your memory, imagination, and it's just definitely proven the best method for learning a language. What the website says further, 以为您提供
以为您提供
to provide you with 更加的个性化用户体验。
更加的个性化用户体验
better personalized user experience. I bet these sentences are very familiar to you. 更加的 means more. 个性化 means personalized. 用户体验 means user experiences. Just take a look by visiting this website and just reading a couple of sentences. You already learned a lot of new, or maybe just refresh the vocabulary you already knew. 使用必须的网络跟踪器和类似的技术以为您提供更加的个性化用户体验。By the way, when it's in the official sources, you don't use 我的网站 or 我们的网站. You will use this word 本, which is often used in the contracts or in some official sources. Just memorize it. 本网站. So also from this website, we can also take a look and memorize what type of cookies 网络跟踪器 there are in the world. 必须的 necessary ones.
必须的。
And there is also a different type, which is 可选的
可选的
optional cookies. Familiar, right? So why the website uses cookies? It actually also explains it on its website. 开展访问者的数量
开展访问者的数量
to conduct analysis on the visitor count. And what can you do with the cookies on the website? You can 自定义网络跟踪器设置
自定义网络跟踪器设置
customize cookie settings. So in my view, it's an amazing method to actually learn new vocabulary, to see how it's used in sentences in real life, so people really will understand, so you don't sound like a book, you sound like an educated adult. And it's actually very interesting. I noticed that you can just choose the topics you like and read something new, learn something new, just to kill two birds with one stone.